everyone, this is my reaction to the third episode of the second season of ReZero, and we have embarked on a new adventure, like towards a sanctuary. I think they described it as a village of demi-humans, you know, perhaps hoping to meet like a half-elf like Emilia, and it seems like we've kind of done that, really, but like by the end of the episode, or at least Subaru has. Where Emilia is still kind of up in the air. That's a bit confusing, because last time we saw her, she was kind of like unconscious in the carriage, and Subaru might be as well. This might all be in his head. That's still kind of the theory I'm running with, but for now we're definitely seeing things from his perspective. At first he was like in the woods, he found like some ruins after being sort of teleported there, and then gets sort of teleported again into the Windows XP background area where he meets a witch. Not Satella, the Witch of Envy, which I thought it might have been at first. Actually, I really didn't know what it was, because I knew the name Akina sounded wrong, like that didn't sound right, but she described herself as a witch, and she looked a lot like Emilia, but yeah, after looking into it, she's clearly a different witch. So that's cool. I mean, more witches the merrier, right? Do they all look like Emilia? I don't really know. There's still a lot I don't quite know, but we're going to have a chat with her, whoever this is. That's what I know for sure, and hopefully it's pretty enlightening. It's not every day you get to talk to a witch, so yeah, maybe we could learn something pretty interesting here. You know, can certainly hope. We don't quite know what's up with Puck. Like, he's not in the picture currently, which is that's not good. You know, Puck is come in handy at a couple points in the show, so if he's not here, it makes me a little bit uneasy. But for now, we need to focus on where we're at and what we're doing, so let's just do that. Hopefully nobody will die, is really all I'm trying to say. So 3, 2, 1, play. So Subaru, how do you handle this? I have plenty of reason to be on guard here. Are you younger than him? I'm glad you can acknowledge that. Oh god, that laugh. It's cute and terrifying. This is an improvement over that, though. Right. That's what I thought. You got some mental stuff going on. That sounds very pleasant. Still looks pretty hot. Don't think we have to worry about that. Surprised the Witch of Greed would offer up some of her stuff to somebody else. Wow, you chugged that. Yeah, she could do it in a lot of other ways. Oh, yeah, maybe we should have been a bit more wary about the drink. I'll take some, though, if there's any left. Yeah, he's familiar with this general design. Oh? I don't agree. Yes. I mean, not right away or anything, but eventually be let go. Like the table? Oh, wow, even the ground. Okay, it's just everything's gone. 3 sizes. I mean, if you have time, I'll ask about that. Alright, this is a lot to take in at once. Should I be taking notes? Man, some of these shots of her face. That would be the important one. Yes, all of the above, if we have time. That was some scary stuff. So are we gonna have seconds on that tea, or... Oh, it was poisoned. Back to the witch factor thing. Are you? Right. Oh. That sounds concerning. Graveyard. Is that where we are? Okay. I guess that answers that. Yeah, a lot of people are still figuring Subaru out. I'm starting to think he doesn't want to ask you anything. The usual Subaru priorities, you know. Apparently looking a little bit like Emilia is not good enough. I mean, she was pretty lonely, right? So it's gotta hurt just have him leave. I didn't expect her to be this cute. Oh, we got our gateway. Take my compensation. I don't think she means money. Probably like soul or a vow. Like they believe me. Kiss? I see. I'm not sure what she's doing, but... right to the forehead. You need to work on your balance, Subaru. That was not very hard. But that's what he wanted anyway, going through the gate, so it's fine. But yeah, that was a trip. Well, someone did. So I guess his memories are pretty hazy about what happened. Oto, how are you doing? Okay. Who are we? Oh god. We just got out of a dream sequence and he's already in another fight. At least he found the carriage, though. Same kind of teeth that Frederica's got, kind of. And Amelia's still unconscious. At least she's there. How did you even find us? And you can't have my dragon. The loyal dragon, though. That did nothing. Don't touch my dragon. And is it Accelerator's voice? It kind of sounds like it. Almost. Amelia, you want to wake up and help? I mean, he might. To avoid you punching me, mostly. Yeah, we're cool. Don't attack, please. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Yes, I remember that name. I wouldn't have forgotten it, trust me. I mean, the same teeth, same hair. I'm not trying to answer that question. You're quite clearly related to Frederica. Gong, what? Yes, you better not touch her. Yeah, get it right, asshole. Not everyone yells all the time like you. Yeah, I'm trying my best to keep up. She twitched. She's awake. Amelia, I mean, I guess he... Oh, Amelia. That was the cutest little defense I've ever seen. Yeah, there's no need to panic. We clear up the misunderstanding. So when do we meet, like, the people of it? Yeah, it glowed and people fell conscious / teleported. I felt that was obvious, Subaru. So Echidna could use her body to communicate with you, sort of. That was my theory. I don't know if that's accurate or not. Yeah, the half-elf thing. Mixed blood, okay. I guess we did talk about it being demi-human place, so that makes sense. So the reason why I didn't work on Subaru was because he's not a mixed person. It's certainly not the nicest place ever. Yeah, where specifically are we? That's the maid uniform, I think. Ram! Yeah, that is Ram. Okay, I guess she was here. Which Barusu? I've kind of missed you too, Ram. That change in attitude. There's about 5 levels of politeness. Yeah, I think so. Good luck, Otto. I guess that worked. For sure, exactly what I thought. You are as lovely as always. Did you get you some blue hair dye? Yeah, do we have like a place to chill? Perhaps somewhere with Netflix? Is he ever really alright? I mean... Well, you know. Amelia's still doing her best to help Subaru. Man, when she says it with that voice, I can't help but believe her. Oh no, not that voice. That's freaking Roswald. I have not missed you. Yeah, when did you become a mummy? Windmill. It's probably good reason for that. Yeah, that was brought up before. And some of us had a tea party with her an hour or so ago. Does that ring a bell, Subaru? Does it make you want a hot beverage of bodily fluids? Right. Okay. Well, yeah. I guess, sure, whatever. We can call her Echidna. Certain effects. She did pass out. I find a lot of things strange, okay, Ram? Are you stuck? Are we stuck? Oh. Well... Well, thank you for telling us that now. Rejected by the trial. Get wrecked. Well, damn. Okay. I guess we have our next goal. We did talk about trials before we even came here. So I guess it's to be expected. He's alive. Don't worry, we got this. Just leave it to Amelia. Yeah, he's not mixed blood, right? So he couldn't do it. But Amelia-sama, we got her. She'll be the hero of the people. They don't seem so encouraged. Please appreciate our efforts, people. Yeah, don't remind me of that. Because it's the right thing to do. It's what you should do. Amelia, what can you say? Make them feel better. Make them cooperate. Wasn't too bad. I want to be your friend. Yoroshiku onegai shimasu. Go away, Subaru. Don't ruin the moment. Subaru's probably helped with that. I knew he would say that. Whew, so is it time for the trial? I mean, we don't really have time left, so... Music. One last cheer. Yeah. Sensho, okay. that was the best cheer. Well, that's a good start. I love this song. But I am definitely a little bit worried about the trial. Yeah, why don't you do it? What, do you suck too much to do it? Were you not qualified? I don't see you in bandages. Oh, that's concerning. Maybe she just did it really quickly. You don't know. I don't get it either. But if Subaru can't help, he will. Oh wow, this place. That ice. Yeah, as soon as I saw the ice, I kinda got flashbacks. Well, this doesn't seem to be a good start to the trial. Although it's... Oh wow, we have figures. Are we in the real world? What the frick? Who are you? I mean, I know he kind of said, but the long-awaited reunion. Okay. Okay. That was the third episode of ReZero. Yeah, I mean, man, did I feel like a lot happened in this episode. I need a drink of water real quick. Okay. Okay. Man, what do we even begin with this episode? Well, we had our talk, our interaction between Subaru and the Witch of Greed, although some people are very insistent that we would call her Echidna. So that's interesting. For sure. Now, yeah, there's all sorts of witches. I did forget a lot about the witch lore. A lot of it came back as she was explaining it, though. Yeah, the whole Witch of Envy attack and the others. Like, yeah, as soon as she said that, I remembered that, but not up until that point. I didn't think I'd have to rewatch the first season before I went into this, because, you know, I have seen the show a few times, but it definitely has been a while, so maybe I should. But anyway, back to this season. So, yeah, she's an interesting one, right? We got some pretty cool, like, close-up shots of her really getting that kind of intimidating aura that you would expect from a really powerful, legendary, evil witch. Although she definitely had a bit of a cute moment, bit of a gap moment kind of moment, you know, when Subaru was, you know, wanting to leave and all that, because she even said as much as she was kind of lonely and wanted someone to talk to and all that. So I assume she imagined this being much lengthier interaction, you know, a lot more talking, a lot more questions. She was very blatantly trying to prompt him to ask her questions and stuff. She gave us a brief overview of like all the witches, although a lot of it flew over my head. I'd have to watch it a couple times to remember a lot of that. But yeah, the different witches, different deadly sins, you know, all that sort of thing. And she just, you know, like melts away the environment and stuff like that. Almost reminded me of Doki Doki Literature Club a little bit, you know, the sort of one-on-one interaction in a weird place. If you play the game, you know what I'm talking about. It kind of reminded me of that almost. But yeah, Subaru, of course, you know, he doesn't want to just talk to a witch. He wants to go back and see Amelia, so that really wasn't too surprising, honestly. We had a nice tea party, though, for the most part. You know, her comment about bodily fluids caught him a bit off guard. You know, probably, at that point, he probably regretted a little bit, you know, just quickly, eagerly, without hesitation, drinking a beverage given to him by someone he doesn't know. Someone who's like this big bad witch, you know. You should probably be a little bit wary to drink something she gives you, but that's just my opinion. probably one of the biggest pieces of information relevant to Subaru, at least, that we got in this conversation was when she mentioned that killing, Beetlejuice, the one with the sloth witch factor, that apparently went to a new dwelling, him. So that's definitely something that's good to know for sure. It is certainly interesting how the barrier makes Emilia fall asleep and made Subaru teleport somewhere else, because my initial assumption was the same thing happened to both of them, right? Except we saw things from Subaru's perspective, so although they were both unconscious, we were only seeing what Subaru was seeing, a mental thing. That's what I initially thought, but in this episode they definitely clarified that he really did teleport. Although after he teleported physically, then he did kind of a mental thing to talk to the witch and the tea party thing. So the difference is, of course, the mix of blood, which is apparently very relevant to the barrier, so that explains that, which is good. For sure. However, speaking of the barrier, it seems we've kind of walked into a bit of a trap kind of scenario where we came in here and we're not allowed to leave, At least not until the trial gets dealt with, which I'm pretty sure I remember Frederica talking about the trial and Emilia and all that, when we first left, as she was holding the envelope or whatever. And I do remember that, so I was kind of expecting that sort of thing. I just wasn't expecting it would be a matter of you complete the trial or we literally can't go home. That I wasn't quite expecting. But it's the situation we're in. We got to deal with it. At least we got to see Ram, and that's nice. I was gonna say Roswell, but that's not a thing to be happy about. But we got to see Ram. That's nice. I have kind of missed the Ram Subaru banter. That was always a fun thing. It really is interesting, though, just because that one show, Isekai Quartet, has characters from this show in it, so that's starting to kind of blend into my head a little bit, because, there's a decent amount of that good old Subaru Ram banter from that, and Roswald was just a teacher in that show, so it's a very weird kind of thing going on in my head with these two shows kind of mixing together. I don't know, it's a very weird thing, but, yeah, Roswald is here, he's a little bit banged up. And, yeah, they were given the bad news that they're kind of stuck here, so gotta do the trial, gotta hope for the best. And Emilia had a nice chat with, the villagers, so, I think she made them feel better by the end of it. I thought her speech was pretty good, all things considered. If I was one of them, I would certainly feel better after hearing it. So, yeah, all that's left to do at this point is just the trial. And it's not quite sure how that's going, really, because she got all buffed up with the spirits and stuff. We got a freaking cheer from Subaru, and she walked in there, and they made some comment about the lights going out and how it shouldn't be the case if the trial's still going. And then when we walked in there, she was kind of collapsed on the ground. We saw typical ice stuff around there, which was a little bit confused at first. I just thought that was just part of the design of the area, but after once it got to the actual door itself, that was oh wait, no, that's Emilia's ice thing that she does when she's panicked. And yeah, we saw her on the ground, so clearly something happened pretty quickly while we were gone. And Subaru collapses as well, gets unconscious, I guess, and he wakes up, most likely in a kind of magical dream sequence kind of thing. And I think he woke up in his bedroom, I guess, I don't know, he had figures, right? Which, I'm not sure what the figures are supposed to be, really. Yeah, I can't quite tell. Are they supposed to be the witches? Because they look similar enough, but they are figures in a dark room. So, I'm not quite sure. But I don't think it's just, I don't know. I'm not quite sure. Because my first thought was this was Subaru's room, and the guy that pops in claims to be his father, so I guess it's supposed to be his room, but I don't know. We never actually saw his room before he got isekai'd. He was just I don't think. I think he was just at the convenience store, right? So I don't know. I'm going to run with the assumption that's supposed to be his room. But, just the father walks in all excited, crashes into him, he's shirtless. I got several questions about that, but I guess I'll just wait until next episode to get those answers. But, yeah, I guess Subaru's home sweet home, and that's his dad. Not quite what I would have imagined as his dad, really, but he claims to be. We'll see if Subaru contradicts that notion when he wakes up, or when he starts actually talking next episode, rather, because he already woke up. He just didn't have much chance to actually say much, really, because the episode kind of ended. But yeah, that was not quite how I thought the episode would end, really. But yeah, hopefully Subaru can help with the trial, I guess. I don't know. I'm not quite sure how Subaru jumping in will affect the trial, really. Because it didn't look like it was going well for Amelia since she was unconscious and all, but that could be part of the trial. I don't know. We really didn't get much information on the trial at all, like how it works, but all I can do is hope it goes well, you know? Hopefully Subaru's intrusion helps somehow, although not quite sure how, really. But yeah, very interesting episode. You know, oh, Cho Sensha is what he said. Okay, that explains the C. Okay, I'm glad I went back to that. Because Sensha would just be like warrior, right? Cho Sensha, it's a little bit different. Yeah, challenger, okay. I get it now. Glad I went back to that. Anyway, that's all I got to say. So, yeah, hopefully it goes well. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki and Ryan for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.